are back inside the Trackback GT500. This thing is such an animal out here. A bump right there, but even if you did bottom out this car, you got a plastic front splitter, so no worries there. This thing with the DCT makes going fast so easy. I mean, it's just so addicting driving this car fast. One thing I am noticing though, in the corners, you'll see it right here, these seats aren't really holding me in that well. I think it's kind of hard staying in one position in this car. Especially when you get on the gas, exiting a corner, it's insane. I'm like flying around right now. Maybe getting a racing seat might help with that. But anyways though guys, we have so many fun things we got to do today. We're actually meeting up with Joe in his Trackback GT500 as well, and Carl in a brand new Mclaren 765Lt. It's got to be one of the fastest cars in the world on the racetrack. It has to be. So I am so excited to finally check one out. And like this car, the 765LT has a ton of horsepower that gets it from point A to B so quickly. Okay, this is it. We have caught up to Joe and Carl in the 765, the triple blue, right? That thing looks so insane. It's like a car from another dimension. The McLaren looks like it's half the height of the Shelby. Look at that. It's so cool seeing all the new performance cars coming out. And what's crazy is that's got 755 horsepower versus 760 for us. That car is so much faster in the straight line. And it's because it weighs 1,200 pounds less, well, over 4,000 pounds. Well, the 765LT weighs 2,800, I think high 2,700s. Insane. Dream car right there. It's just next level. And here we have it right here, the McLaren 765LT. This thing looks insane. I mean, all these body lines, it is probably one of the most aggressive track cars I have ever seen. I love the quad exhaust right here in the middle. It is a media car, as you can see, manufacturer. And coming down this way, look at this. All the rocks fly straight back from behind the tire and onto the rear bumper. Good thing it's actually covered, but if you did buy this car, the first thing you'd probably want to do is get PPF, because this is going to get debris. One other thing I'm noticing is that if I bend down even lower, look how low the transmission is. I mean, this is way lower than the transmission on the CA Corvette. So the center of gravity for this 765LT has got to be just insane. I can't imagine what it feels like. Coming down here, same size tires that are on the 720S, but these are Trofeo Rs, specifically made for this car. And then we have carbon ceramic brakes. A lot of the track guys who own McLarens, even 720s, the first thing I see them doing actually is changing out these rotors for steel or iron, because over time, going through these brakes, it gets super expensive. Coming this way, as you can see, one of the most prominent options on this car is the $30,000 roof scoop, which channels the air all the way through the middle cabin. Actually, it shows the exposed carbon fiber right there in the middle. So what do you think? Is that roof scoop worth $30,000? It looks crazy, especially from the side. It's got the same design as the 600LT does, with the snorkel effect with it, right? But oh my gosh, it is just so insane looking at this thing. And this paint job, I think it's called Ludus Blue, which is around $9,000, cheaper than the stripes on our Trackback GT500. This whole paint job is. It changes colors all throughout the body panels of this vehicle. And up front, we have the louvers, right, finished in carbon fiber everywhere. This is unbelievable. I know the CA Corvette drives so good, and this is not even in the same realm. This is probably one of the fastest cars ever for the racetrack. And here we are inside the 765LT. This thing is insane, honestly. Look around us right now, all the Alcantara and the blue stitching. We are literally sitting a few inches off the ground right now. This is next level. And watch this, when I upshift, the left paddle shifter moves in the opposite direction. Isn't that cool or what? This, I mean, it kind of gives me C8 vibes when it comes to this front windshield. You're just seeing the road like a go-kart. However, I mean, this again, you can tell how fast this car is. And look how tall Joe Gatt's Trackback is. Look at that. It's just like not even close. You can almost stack two of these on top of each other and be the same height as the GT500 Trackback. That's so crazy. You see the carbon fiber everywhere. You can check this out too. The door, when you open it up, there's a gap right here in the top. So it's kind of like the old Ford GTs with that in mind. Look at that. You got the dry carbon fiber, the matte finish on it. And check out that roof scoop right behind me. It's literally blocking my rear field of view. I mean, I've never been in a car that looks like this. Even looking through the rear view mirror, I mean, you can't see barely anything behind you. And you can kind of just slightly see the engine, which is placed right there behind us into the tiny piece of glass showing the inside. Really cool. And meet the driver of the 765LT right here, Carl Brower. automotive journalist and analyst, and you should be seeing a review with this 765LT online pretty soon, right?
Yeah. Hopefully I'll put the video together and the written part. There'll be a Forbes story, and then there'll be a video on our channel, MotorPro Media, YouTube channel, MotorPro Media. And yeah, we've gotten some great footage with some help of somebody's drone right here, and Joe Gatt.
Getting the shots.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what do you think so far? Because I haven't even seen any of these on the road, actually. Like, this is brand new. They're just coming out.
This is a phenomenal car. You know, McLaren has told me that they're sold out for 20 and 21
really?
in the U.S. And they're sold out for 2020 globally, but in the U.S. they're 20 and 2021. And I can understand why now. The car is, the word I was using going up and down Palomar Mountain Road here against Joe and some of the other folks here was cheating. This car is really cheating because its capabilities as a street legal production car don't feel like a street legal production car. And Joe was using the words that it felt like an IMSA racer. He felt like he was in an IMSA racer.
You look at a normal car, right? Like Joe's track pack right there, and it looks like a brick in comparison. It's so much bigger. This is like a spaceship. So honestly, I can't imagine what it feels like. This must be so confidence inspiring. Coming from your Ford GT, is this pretty fun driving back to back?
It is.
Notice the differences?
And you know, where you see the differences, the chassis stiffness and the steering feedback is really good on the Ford GT, and so this hasn't really got that much of an advantage there. But these Trofeos and the grip they offer and the progressiveness, and then the V8 engine and the horsepower that you're getting coming off the apexes that it accelerates with, and the weight too. Remember, this car weighs 2,709 pounds from the factory, unless you include the air conditioning and audio system, which this has, so it probably weighs as much as maybe 2,850.
Yeah.
It's a light vehicle.
That makes me laugh so much, because these things are but 4,000 pounds for the track pack, right? So that's a huge difference. But all these cars coming out there, they're so awesome, so capable. Anyways though, Carl, I look forward to checking out your review. Where's it going to be at again?
MotorPro Media on the YouTube channel, and hopefully it'll be up in about the next week or so.
Sweet, man. I appreciate letting me sit inside the car, because again,
Austin,
this is dream car right here.
It was a lot of fun. I'd love to see you. I'd love to see you behind the wheel of one of these. I think your capabilities and this game's capabilities would be fun to watch.
Is so crazy. In fact, it's so fast. Even this too, the power of this car, it's a lot, but the McLaren is certainly the lot faster car. So let's try it right here, actually. Let me go ahead and lower the RPM to 1600, the lowest setting. 1600 should be good. Jeez, I didn't make it to 60. The whole time to 60 we're spinning. The whole time. But what I'm realizing is that even towards the lowest of RPM, 1600, 1200 RPM, it's still spinning, and then even at climbing speed, it's spinning more and more and more. And the strange thing is that I have the tire pressure set up to exactly where it should be. Okay, here we go, lowest RPM setting in drag mode. Let's see if this changes the launch feeling, if it hooks up. Let's do this. This is so weird. I don't know what's going on. It's not hooking up. And I'm trying to think of reasons why that is the case. We are running on the lowest RPM setting, which I believe, if I check again, that is going to be 1200 RPM. And we're spinning, spinning, spinning. On that last run, when it did hook with this RPM, the next thing you know, climbing up in the RPM, it's just starting to spin again. It's losing grip. We do have Cup 2s in the car, which that is a much better tire when it comes to grip than the normal PS4S. However, the base model seems like it launches better than this one, at least this exact one I own during these conditions. Let me know in the comment section down below again what you think is going on. Also, stay tuned for a ton more awesome Shelby videos coming your way. We have an upcoming track day coming up at Laguna, and I can't wait to track this car. We tracked the base model there, and it felt phenomenal. But this being, you know, having the stickier tires, it's gonna be so much more fun, and it's gonna be way faster. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, thanks for watching this video again. I'll see all of you in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way.